Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Quantum Leap Morning Leap sessions for Monday, August the 15th, 2016. My name is Doug McKay. I'm the founder of Quantum Leap Futures. Each morning we get together, take a look at the market, macro to micro, take a look at the structure of the market, drill down to our targets, our trade levels, and our hypotheses for the day. We run multiple hypotheses because we don't know what the market's going to do, but we're preparing our trade plan to know what to do in the event a if then that. If this happens, then this is probably going to happen, and then we're going to do that. Very simplistic trading plan. This is a subscription room. If you want to come in and check it out, send me an email at quantumleapfutures@gmail.com. There's no website, there's no blog. This is not a commercial venture. This is done live in these go-to sessions during the pre-market, and then trading and analysis during the course of the day. Please read through the disclaimer. Nobody at Quantum Leap is a certified trading advisor. We are retail traders operating within a self-organized learning environment. Past performance is not indicative to future results, and any trades that you see in Quantum Leap are for education purposes only. Please trade your own due diligence, your own trade plan, and your own risk metrics. Okay, so taking a look at Friday. Friday, our main hypothesis was a rotation down into the 76 to 74, and then a rotation up through value. Take out the 83.50 or 83 and a quarter naked VPOC, and then continue through range and go and make new all-time highs. Hypo 2 was an open auction in range, and then a move up and a failure to break out, and a rotation down and a move down towards the month open and that naked VPOC at 72 and a quarter. We kind of get a little bit of both. We had a very tight inside trading day. They accepted value higher again, and we closed near the all-time highs. That was 85 and a quarter. Since then, overnight, we've gone in and we put a new all-time high in the Globex at 2185.75. We're trading right at it, so we're going to be putting new all-time highs in, as we move into the RTH session. We're leaving a lot of naked crosses below. We left. We're going to be leaving another one left below that we missed at 79 and 83 and a quarter. Sorry, that's the Globex. I don't want the Globex. So we're going to gap up again and open auction out of range, and we've got another naked cross. So we have naked crosses now, just to or not naked crosses, naked VPOCs, just to go through them at 83 and a quarter, 79, 72, 75, 64, 50, 59, 75, 53, all within range right now. So it's interesting that we're just leaving all this repair work below us. Just stepping back a minute, and what is going on here? I don't know what was going on there. Going back and just looking at the macro to micro, just a quick look. Very strong trend, violated at the end of 15, beginning of 16, and then we're getting continuation. We're getting slope and separation and making all new highs, all-time highs. The weekly is starting to parallel the 9 nicely. We've got good slope, good separation. This is a very strong trend. We don't even begin to test the trend until we get down to 2150 area on the weekly. Going to the daily, you can see that we're losing a little bit of momentum, but we're getting a continuation pattern. They came and they failed to break the 20, and now we're getting slope and separation and moving to new all-time highs. Going to the intraday, see that we've got good slope and separation. Trend is up on the 4-hour. Going down to the 1-hour, same thing. There is a naked cross down here on the 1-hour at 2181. So mark that down in your journal for if we get below the 83 level, that would be your target. Going to the 30-minute, you've got good slope and separation. Another naked cross down here at 79.75. I call it 2180. The 15-minute, good slope and separation, bit of a technical gap, but again, we're trading at all-time highs right now. And going to the 5-minute, you can see good slope, good separation. Price is paralleling the 9 quite nicely. So you can see that the momentum is definitely on the upside right now. Taking a look at the structure, you can see that we created a 5-day microcomposite with the VPOC at 77.25. Looks like we've got our breakout. If I want to know where our last price that was accepted before the breakout, basically 79. Our RTH all-time high is 85.25. We obviously have a new all-time high. I expect that to be taken out. But again, we've moved so far, without any significant pullback, and we've left all this repair work. I'm not saying it's going to happen today, but we've got to have a rotation back down into this area down here, back into the balance that we broke out of on the 5th. But right now, the key levels to keep an eye on, obviously the all-time high. You've got 82.75 is our microcomposite value area high. It was also one tick below the high overall from the RTH session on Friday at 83. And then we've got that 79 and 77.25. 75 is going to be our warning line for a bigger rotation down towards the 67.25 and back towards some of those naked VPOCs that we've left open. So just taking a look at where we are, we're obviously have possibility of making new highs before the RTH open, but right now our overnight high and our all-time high, and this measured move is now completed. Let me take this off. Is at 85.75. We don't need this target either. So 85.75, and again, that's likely to change. Our overnight low is down at 80.50. Our VPOC, which is not likely to shift, very low volume, by the way, only about less than 150,000 last I looked on the volume so far overnight, so very light volume. Our naked VPOC is at 83. Sorry, our overnight VPOC is at 83, one tick below our naked VPOC at 83.25. And we had pretty good kurtosis, a little bit of a thin tail here. We've got a little bit of a LVN here at 82.25, but we know that the 82.75 is the microcomposite value area high, and I'm going to be using the 82.75. And then we've got the value area low here at 81. I'm sorry, value area high. Value area low is down here at 78. And then 75. I mean, and that's basically our levels for the day. There's nothing to guide us. There is a measured move to 87. We have a zipper measured move to 89.25 put in overnight. That's the primary target, and then there's a secondary target at 92.50. And we still have that cup and handle on the 1 hour that we saw Friday morning. Right now, our 20 period ATR continues to tighten up. It's currently at 1445, so off of the low overnight of 80.50, 1445. Our daily ATR upside target is at 94. 95, sorry, 94.95. So I'm going to put it at 21.95. And then of course we've got our 2200. If we get into, it's quite obvious that we're going to see the 2200s. It's just a matter of, do we take a rotation down into the 2160 area before that happens, or do we just continue to move away? So that's all the levels that I need from overnight. It's not, again, it's not hard with these levels today, just so they can see where this zipper measured move came from. Here's the impulse wave up, and you could measure it from here, but because we didn't really stop and create a zipper of any kind, I'm using this as a better measurement, top of here, and that gives us our measurement in the 61.8 div extension for the primary target and then the secondary target. And these have been working very well lately. So we are going to open up out of range, out of value. So first thing we always have to be paying attention to is, do we get an open drive or an open test drive? So we have a possible open drive and a gap and go situation with an overnight high, an all-time high, currently right now at 85. We haven't put in a higher high yet. Let me just, it's our high overnight, 85.75 still. Okay. And we're trading a couple ticks. We have that high that was put in on Thursday at 85.25. That is the all-time RTH high right now, but likely to change on the open. So hypos. Hypo 1 is an open auction out of range, a rotation down to test the range high and take out this naked VPOC at 83.25, and the overnight VPOC test the range, even come down inside and somewhere between the 81 to the 78 area, we find initiative buyers and we rotate up and go and take out the all-time high and put a new all-time high. So hypo 1 is open auction out of range, a rotation down to take out the naked VPOC, and then looking for initiative buyers somewhere just inside a range or just inside of value, and then rotate back up and out and getting a continuation towards the 2200. How high we go, I don't know. Open hypo 2 is an open auction out of range, a open drive, and a push up into testing the 89.90 level, chop around here, and then get continuation and a move up into the 2190s, possibly a late day probe into the 2200. So open drive or open test drive, a push up, gap and go, and then continuation and a move higher. Hypo 3 is an open auction out of range or an open auction just in range. We do have 30 minutes to come down 3 points, and that's possible. So we could open just inside a range, but an open auction just out of range or just inside a range, chop, come down here into the value area, chop around here, and then get continuation down towards the month open down here at 74. Currently right now, our based on the current overnight high, our daily downside ATR target is 2171.25. So hypo 3 is an open auction, just in range or just out of range, chop on the open, a push down into the value area, chop in the value area, and then failure and continuation with the main target being down here at the 72.75. Maybe a late day probe down to test the 70 and a quarter, 67.75 area. But I think we're going to likely see a tight day regardless. But it is Monday, and you never know what's going to happen beginning of OPEX. We've got triple witching this week, so the monthly options expire this week. So there is going to be some early week positionings, so we don't know which direction. I think we're going to go higher. Whether we do a little bit of backfill and then move higher, or whether we gap and go and get another gap again. But these gaps are getting exhaustive in my mind. And then hypo 4, there really isn't a hypo 4. So the three main hypos are, two are lean towards moving higher, one with a little bit of backfill, and the third hypo is failure. If I was to put in a fourth hypo, it would be a take-back day and a move all the way down into the 67 and a quarter. But I think that's a low probability, especially how we've handled the Globex so far. Taking a look at the Keltner, you can see the Keltner center line is at 80 and a quarter. We're just creating, sitting in the zipper with a possible upper Keltner walk. Watch for either a double rank or reversal up here, or close above the upper Keltner line and then move up into that zipper measured move, primary target at 89 and a quarter. Gold is basically just continuing to sit in balance. We've got this large balance area with the microcomposite at the 41.60 area, and we're just continuing to sit in this balance right now. So gold is waiting to make a move, but we don't know which way it's going to move, and I'm not going to try to jump into a gold trade until it shows its hand, because when gold is in balance, you can get really, really chewed up easily. So just be careful on gold. Anyway, that's going to complete our pre-market session. As always, trade well, trade safe, and we'll catch you on the flip side.